Hello everyone and welcome to Papa's Workshop. Today I'm making this little simple stand that goes into the pressure pot. Everybody uses them, but nobody ever talks about how to make one. They're simple to do, but there's a couple of little steps that I want to be able to show you that makes it where it fits in here nice and easy and it works well. Everyone, if this is the first time you've been back to my channel, I appreciate you stopping by. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the little bell down in the box so you'll be notified each time I upload a video. So let's go ahead and get started today. And this is a set that I've had for literally decades. And it works real well. This was back in the day when we didn't have CAD and computers. And we actually had to do mechanical drawing. All right. Now then, that does pretty well. All right, so we'll just make my circle. What I decided to do is make it, instead of the 9.5 inches, I wanted to make it about 9 inches. The pot itself is the 9.5, and I wanted some extra room so it wouldn't be really tight. That wasn't necessary. The bottom of the pot is concave, and that's the reason we need to stand to begin with. So here I'm completing the second circle, and then I'm going to just go ahead and take it over to the bandsaw and get them cut out. Cutting them out on the new bandsaw was quick and easy, and it went very smoothly. This is just some scrap wood that I had by scrap bin. I cut 2 upright pieces and cut them to length. Over to the sander, I just smoothed up the edges. Again, I'm not trying to look for perfection, but I did want to smooth it up so it was round for each of the pieces. Now I've got my 2 discs made and I've got my uprights. I'm going to go ahead and just lay out where I want these to be inset in. I'm just going to mark this right here. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Not really worried about it being 100% square, but I want it to be close. So we'll go right there. Again, this is just a utility item that's going to be used, and it's just really to hold the items in the pressure pot. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. Then I'm going to transfer the measurements to the other one, and we'll cut the second one out. There we go. That fits pretty good. Okay, we'll transfer the measurements over now to the other one. I think what I want to do too is just round off the top. Just make it a little bit easier. So I'm just going to do that. Same thing on this side. We'll match this one. And then we'll mark the center in here. And we'll put the hole for my 1/2 inch dowel rod. Looks like my helper's making a little bit of noise out there. So right there's my center. Okay. Alright, there we go. And then I'll just drill those 2 holes at one time. Right now I'm going to take this off over to the bandsaw, round this off, hit it with the sander a little bit, and then to the drill press. I took the 2 uprights over to the bandsaw, cut the radius, and then to the sander, and smoothed everything up. Off to the drill press, using a 1/2 inch Forstner bit, I drilled the 2 holes. Yeah, what's interesting is I've never actually seen anybody do a little video on YouTube that actually shows this process. So I'm glad to be able to do that. And I want to put this right about there. And we'll match this to the other side. Actually, we could just do this. Make sure that's even at the bottom. And there we go. And I'm going to put that on that side. Okay, so now all we got to do is just assemble this, and the second tray is going to go right here on the bottom side of this line. So, just try to fit this in there. That will fit good. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little glue on it. There we go. That will go in there. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Go ahead and put a little glue. Spread it out just a little bit there. We'll put that one in. Now then. We're going to put a couple of these number 6 screws in that are 1 inch long. There we go. So we have that in place now. Now this is going to slide right down in place here. And that's going to look good. Okay. For this top shelf, I'm going to screw it in place for right now, but I'm also making this adjustable so that I can move the shelf down to accommodate additional castings as the need arises. This shelf is not glued into place. Okay. Last thing, we'll just slip this little dowel rod through. And there we have a nice little stand that we can put into our pressure pot. I'll be able to put small things up here, nothing real big. My main items will go down here at the bottom. And I don't do tons and tons of pins, so I'm not trying to do high volume worth of acrylic casting. But I think this will work nice. Let's go over and try it out into the pressure pot. All right. Here's the pressure pot here. That will just slide right down in there. That's actually perfect. I wanted it a little bit loose. That sits in there nice and flat. And with this bottom the way that it is, with this wood recessed in, it conforms to the bottom just right. This is just slightly lower because the way this ring is, it would hit if it was much higher. And now this will drop right on. That is perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for.